say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good. But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo, yo, yo. And I think we are alive. Oh, yes, we are.
Yo.
Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys on the panel.
We lost Ryan.
Listen, Luca. I am not meaning to be a butthead, but
You want me to leave?
Yes, there's people in the chat that definitely won't want to be here because you're here. So,
Wow.
well, Luca, I am asking you.
And it's not me today.
No, I'm asking you because I know that people in the chat at the minute will not want you here. They'll leave if you're here. So I'd rather listen, Luca. I have got people that come all the time, and I'd rather keep them happy than keep you happy. Listen, you're when there's nobody complaining about it, fine. Do you know what I mean? You can come on every now and again, but I understand where they're coming from, Luke. You do real shows, and all you do is just repeat the same thing. So I can understand where they're coming from, dude. You know. What did you just do before the show? You came on to try and debunk flats of a certain video.
Yeah, that's why I did it before we went live.
Yeah, but you wanted me to put it on live because I says I'm not putting it on
No,
live.
I did not. I did not.
You went. Oh, like you were disappointed.
I wanted to know.
Well, whatever. No, you never said you wanted it live. I'm just saying. I thought you wanted it live, and you seemed disappointed.
Felicia.
But anyway, I know that I do know that there's certain people in chat that won't stay if you're here, dude. And I'd rather.
Well, I'll leave on my own. Don't kick me.
Well, that's why I'm saying to you, rather than me having to kick you out, I'd rather say that to you, you know?
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
Okay? All right, dude. Sorry about that. Ta-da. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right, let's go. I mean, I'm not silly. I know people don't want him here. I know what he's like. He do real shows, and he's just got to keep denying. And I understand where people are coming from. I know said it, but I anticipated it. You know what I mean? Because and I don't believe it. I'd be the same if I was in the chat. To be honest, you know. If you disagree with me, then you can tell me, guys. But I think it's okay. You'd ask him to leave. I didn't kick him out. I asked him to go, didn't I? So. Hey, Mr. Super Sidewinder, good to see you. Oh, I'm just saying, Mr. Super Sidewinder. I'm saying hello to everybody in chat. Is everybody good? Anyway, on this side of things on the panel. Vicky?
Sorry, I muted myself. I was in chat.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Ryan, good?
I am good, sir.
Jeff?
I am okay.
Okay. Do you think I was out of order?
You knucklehead.
You knucklehead.
No, it's just he tends to derail things, right? And brings it off of topic, and then we're sitting there discussing it for longer than it has to be. So
I know.
Yeah.
And he knows that we we let him onto the show every so often. We could just say no altogether,
Of course,
right?
of course.
And we can just say get out of here and never come back, but we don't,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
right? So,
Absolutely.
and Coloneloscopy. Well, if you think it's a shame, well, I'm sorry, but he does derail it.
Go and watch him on his show.
He always did. Yes, I find him. Listen, I've got a soft spot for Luca for some reason. But at the same time, I know what he does, and I know he does it intentionally. He can't not do it intentionally because it's every night, And then as this happens, we end up talking and justifying why we're doing it. So I said, enough of Luca. Sorry, Luca, but not sorry at the same time. Right, everybody in chat. Right. Hey, Sergio. Good to see you. If you're still there, Jeff Conco, Flat Side Perspective. Oh, well, he won't be. He's saying have a great show. Nice one, Flats, for sharing it on your community page. Nice one, dude. And your community post. Ryan, good to see you, bro. Flat is real. Come on, guys. There are no aliens. Yes, we know that. We know that. If you waited for the video, then maybe you'd see what was going on. But of course, we know that. Miss Maud, how you doing, baby? You okay? All good?
I'm good.
Ian Henry, Derek Nelson, good to see you, bro. Barry Ross, good to see you too. I said Ian Henry, didn't I? Good to see you, Ian.
Sov.
Oh, yes, Norman Cross and Sov. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Good to see you, man. And Jeff Bronco, yeah, can you put in Jeff's link for he's Enoch reading last night? I had no idea you were on, Jeff. I woke up just as you were coming to the end of it. And so I've still got to watch that because I went back to sleep. Obviously, it was early hours, so I went back to sleep. Yeah, I've got to watch that. So can you put Jeff's link in? Oh, Jeff could do it, whatever, for his Enoch reading last night. I haven't myself yet.
Yeah, no, it was fun, and like I did the whole book of Enoch. So
you
the whole it's all done up to like from part 2 to part 8. It's from chapter 1 to 108.
Nice.
And next is going to be Jasher. That's
I knew you were going to say that. Nice. Now that's one I'll definitely be listening intently to because I've never read anything of Jasher. Only just heard bits.
Well, the copy of Jasher I have is going to be difficult to read because it uses all of the original names and stuff.
Right.
Like here, I'll just read the first thing. It says, "And Elohim said, let us make man in our image after our likeness, and Elohim created man in his own image." So it has all the original names for everything.
Right.
Throughout all of it. So
sounds good. Barry said he's reading Joshua now. Excellent. Cool. So I think that's and Sovereign. I think I said hello, Sovereign as well. Good to see you, bro. I think that's it, Mr. Super Sidewinder.
He said he's on his phone. He'll pop in a bit. He said it's hot as hell.
Oh, is that right? Who? Sov.
100 Fahrenheit. That's warm.
Okay, yo. Wow.
Can you send some of it to Britain, please? Because it is miserable.
No, don't like it.
I will gladly trade my heat wave for your freezing one.
And Colonel Oscopy. Sorry, good to see you, man. Yeah, this is another one. I suppose Michael gave me the link to this. I haven't watched it. I kind of knew by the title and description what was going on about. It's 2 hours long, so we're going to get a good few shows out of it. I'd say probably about 4. I don't know, depending how quickly we get through it. Obviously, it kind of. I think it's been good. It goes along with the theme we've had lately. I think. Like I say, Michael says it's interesting. If he gives me an idea for a Tuesday night stream, for any stream, I don't watch the videos. I tend to just make sure they're working, go by the title and description, and maybe who they are. And I like to watch them on the day. So yeah, we'll just get into this one and see what it's saying. But yes, colonoscopy. Yes, we know there's no such thing as aliens. If I always say if you see an alien, then you're seeing a demon. You know that
name.
Oh, if you're not.
That name you just read. It's. You know what that is, don't you?
Yes. Colonoscopy of colonoscopy when it's colonoscopy, obviously. Aye, it's a butt checkup, I think.
Well, is his name Colon? Colin, or is it something?
Colon.
Colonel.
Colonel. His name's Colonel.
Coloneloscopy, which
Yeah.
is colonal.
Yeah, I get it.
Or whatever.
Colonel. Yeah. So
Colonel. Yeah, colonel.
Colonel is Colonel. Yeah.
Colonel. Why do they
Obviously,
spell like that?
double entendre.
Colonel. Kernel. Colonel. That easy.
Colonel.
Starts with a K. Damn it.
Jeff Gassett said, "Our 2 weeks of summer is nearly over," and everyone was saying we were having an Indian summer. Unless it pees it down all year round in India, I don't think we're having a summer.
Right. Did you put Jeff's links in there? Lincoln? Right.
Of course.
Yep.
We definitely had the Indian summer.
Excellent.
Well, I'm jealous because I've had no summer.
Yeah, it's been hot here.
I look as white now as I did in December.
We've been getting anywhere from 30 to 38, almost 40 degrees Celsius here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was just the other day I was doing a live, and it said at the bottom of my screen, to like tomorrow, like you get your little news thing at the bottom of the screen, and your weather thing, you just hover your cursor over it, and a load of news comes up, and it was saying possibly the lowest temperatures in July for a long, long time. And I remember July being one of the hottest months of the year, always to me. Anyway.
My gardener mowed my grass in the rain today.
You said. Probably the best. Probably wanted to so he could keep cool, but mind you, that's what I'm saying though, babe. I mean, it shouldn't be raining like that this time of the year, unless it's had a good like a good few days or a week of sun, you know. But yeah,
I don't know what the sun is. No idea. I've never seen it.
You don't know what the sun is. Okay, Sergio, no problem, man. No problem. Just listen, dude. You should listen. Hey, Jeff Guy said, good to see you as well. I don't think I said hello to you. Yeah, absolutely. So should we get on with this video? See what it's saying?
Yep.
Right, so the same goes as normal. Just shout stop if you want to see something. All right, shall we go this one? Across the bottom. Hold on. Need to add it to the stage first. Oh, it's good enough. Okay,
welcome to Unholy Communion, entertaining aliens unaware. My name is Joseph Jordan. I'm a MUFON National Director for South Korea. I'm the head of CE4 Research Group.
Oh, God.
And I hope to present you evidence today.
Oh, God. calling him Jesus' help already. Oh, God.
Then we just started talking and Jeff's like, oh.
I don't even know who these guys are, to be honest. I've just got the video. Michael just said it's really interesting.
You know it's bad when Jeff's the first one to moan about it.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's right.
Well said. Good to see you, Sandra. Good to see you, Glenn. Good to see you. That was funny. Nice.
The most powerful evidence, I believe.
I just want to check how long it is. It's an hour and 59, so 2 hours long. Yeah, we'll get a good. I'd say 4 shows out of it, maybe 4 streams. Hate calling it a show.
Let's get like a bit through before we decide.
The most powerful evidence, I believe, and many people that have heard this before, of what this actual phenomenon is about. Before we start and get into the research itself, I've got to share a warning with everybody here. The following information may change your preconceived notion of the so-called alien.
Hey, Jeff.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Oh, hey, no. Jeff, now we have a Ford, Jeff? What's going on?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. A Ford, Jeff. Yeah. Jeff Hyatt. Nancy Griffith has some true songs. I haven't really listened to Nancy Griffith's, but somebody has mentioned Nancy Griffith before. So yeah, I might have to have a listen to that. Good to see you, Jeff. Welcome.
No, that's a 4th Jeff, Derek. There's another Jeff that comes in all the time.
That's the same. We've got Jeff Hunt, Jeff Conkle, Jeff Garcia, now Jeff Hyatt. Wow.
Yeah.
Abduction phenomenon. You got an opportunity to stay here. If you don't want your
a bit in before it goes on, I always say if it comes in to do this, I do believe that people experience abductions, whether they're experiencing it just in their head or they actually are experiencing it, then I believe that's from demons or they're ill. They're ill. I do believe some people are making it up. Some people actually experience these things, but it's brought on by demonic influence or actual possession, maybe. I don't know. But I do believe some people experience these and are telling the truth, you know.
preconceived notion changed, you're welcome to leave. But be prepared. You're going to hear things you've never heard before. My study into the UFO realm started in 1992. I wasn't always interested in aliens and UFOs. I was a hardworking blue-collar man working at a major boat company in
Ryan, do you remember, or was it Jeff? I asked once when somebody said the blue-collar man, and I had to ask you what it meant. I think it was
the which story?
Remember, about a year ago, I asked
blue-collar means mid-class.
I know what it means now, but I remember about a year ago, maybe 8 months ago, I had to ask when you guys what blue-collar meant. I didn't know what it meant. But I know now, obviously.
Central Florida, trying to support myself, trying to support family. And this was the farthest thing from my mind, looking at the idea of extraterrestrials and UFOs. In June of 1992, I had an opportunity to visit my brother who was in the Air Force and stationed in Anchorage, Alaska. I thought, what an awesome place to go visit. And I purchased tickets. I took my son, who was 6 years old at the time, and also my mother along with me, so he could go up and see his cousins, and my mom could see her other son and the rest of his family. We flew out of Orlando, Central Florida, and when I went to the airport and looked around,
Derek said, there's a group around a neighbor named Jeff. He was an all right guy. I don't mind being around 4 Jeffs. Well, we've got no choice now, have we?
Ian said he's got to use the app now.
What app?
The app.
Oh, the ad. I've got to use that app thing now. What do you mean you've got to? Have you never known about it before?
No, because there's 4 Jeffs he's on about.
Oh, of course. I get you. Got you.
There's also 4 Jacks.
Oh, yeah, 4 Jacks. There's also 4 Jacks, of course.
But there's only one mind and one spirit, though.
Very good, Ryan. That was quick.
Isn't that chilling?
Yeah, absolutely. Bruce, and Bruce. Yeah. Brucey bonus.
Bruce.
Looked at the flight time to get to Anchorage, Alaska. It was going to be 10 hours of flying time. And I thought, oh my, this is going to get old real quick. And back in 1992.
Well, I've just noticed that Jeff Conkel's gone. I don't know if he meant to or if he went intentionally. If he went intentionally, later, say, Jeff, nice
one. He said in chat he had to go.
Oh, did he? I didn't, because he usually puts it in private, but I didn't see anything.
Yeah, no,
I had to go to work with him.
Oh, okay. Nice one, Jeff.
For you not listening to the madman about aliens.
Yeah, true. But yeah. Michael said it was interesting.
Mugman and Cutboy?
Yeah, sorry. Say it again, Ryan.
Did you say Mugman and Cutboy? Or Cutman and Mugmoy? Whatever it is.
Mugmoy? No.
Madman.
He's a madman.
Sounded like it.
20 in chat. 20 watching. Bless you guys for turning up.
I am quite
He's probably
mad,
a really
sir.
nice bloke as well.
Who, this dude on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it is. I mean, I don't
know. Everyone thinks we're crazy, so.
Well, we are.
Well, I am.
Imagine 4 Luchas. No. That's too many.
So what if I'm crazy?
I have literally had a nightmare about Luch's voice before.
Have you?
Yeah. It woke me up. I could hear him talking and it woke me up, yeah.
What are you doing dreaming of other men's voices, baby? Can't believe that, man.
All the way from wherever he lives?
It was awful.
Are you cheating, babe? Are you cheating on me with Luch's voice?
Right, Paul Joe, right?
Uh-oh.
No, listen,
He
today,
wants some of that Mikado action.
today I asked him, I said, can I have some money to order some things? And then he said no, right? And I said,
Jokingly.
I checked my bank and he'd obviously put the money in. And he went, who are you sleeping with to get money? And I went, no one, you gave it me, you weirdo.
What?
He said, give.
That's all right, Jeff, man. That's all right. I know, I'm messing about. It's because I put money in her account. I said, no, you're not getting any money. And I'd already put it in her account. So she told me it's in her account. And well, where are you getting money from? I like playing jokes. But she knows what I'm. She goes along with the joke because you know what I'm on about, don't you?
Because he's a weirdo.
I am a weirdo. So
He's literally got a key ring that says her weirdo.
I certainly have. Certainly have. You bought me it, so you would know. You know.
Yeah, because you are a weirdo and you're my weirdo.
Barry, I think Luke may be a little young for the term man. Yeah, I'll put that on the screen for a second. So people watching back can see that. That's true.
Wow.
Hey, Chilling, good to see you, man. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you all.
We didn't have the movies and stuff on the airplanes like we do today. So I went into the local kiosk there at the airport where they got books and magazines and snacks and stuff like that. Figured I'd pick me up something to read on the plane to pass the time. Well, as I was walking around, I looked at the paperbacks and magazines and didn't really see...
It's aliens.
Go on, right. Well, they were behind the
Oh,
paper.
magazine, and it was aliens, and I knew it was true.
I seen the picture of Elvis in there, and I knew straight away that he was still living.
He was gray and had black eyes.
I've seen plenty of videos of Elvis changing from
Saying the truth.
See, we can take
Yeah,
them styles as well. Yeah, let's have tinfoil hats.
Too much. Then all of a sudden I found the sci-fi section, and I was an avid sci-fi reader when I was younger. So I figured, well,
You told me Flats was there. Yeah, Flats, good man, good to see you, bro. Nice one for sharing that earlier, dude, in your community page. And you have a nice night off, dude. You have some pleasant time with the family.
Well earned rest.
Well earned rest. I don't know if you said you've got to go to an appointment or if that's coming late. I know with your daughter to do with her collarbone. I don't know if that's today or just coming later, but whatever. Have a nice night, dude. Have a nice night.
what the heck, I'll go there and look and see if I can find something to pass the time. So I'm looking around and I pick up a book, and it looks like a sci-fi book. But as I turn it over to look at the back,
There's nothing wrong. I mean, I know we're flat earthers and that would say that what heliocentric is all science fiction, which it is. There's nothing wrong with liking science fiction, as long as we know where the truth lies. As long as we know what's science, as long as we're not delusioned enough to think that what we read in books and what we see in movies, science fiction wise, is a possibility of reality, because it's not. It's not at all. I mean, yes, there is truth in movies, slyly hidden in plain sight. But when it comes to these space movies and all that, yeah, we know where to. Well, I mean, come on, who hasn't liked science fiction? Even if they don't like it now, who hasn't liked science fiction in life? Everybody likes Star Wars, you know.
Not really. It's okay. I wouldn't say I like.
No, but there's some kind of that. Yes, but that's science fiction. That's just certain. So you do like other science fiction movies, don't you, Vicky?
What?
You do like other science fiction movies.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. It's not just them two. I'm just saying in general. That's in general. People like them. Yeah, Jeff Gossett loves sci-fi. Me too, man. Anything time travel, and I know time's just a concept, man. But I love time travel stuff. Especially Predestination. Yeah, it's brilliant.
back of it, I was puzzled because the book looked like a sci-fi story or subject matter, but read to be a research investigation on a phenomenon that had happened quite some years ago. That book was UFO Crash at Roswell.
Now, I haven't read that. I mean, I know there's plenty of like fake footage of Roswell aliens, and there was a movie made that way from Ant McPartlin and Declan Donnelly over here in England. Ant and Dec did one, a movie of it. It's the true story of the faking of the movie. You know, where they see the alien in black and white and all that. And it did look quite good, but yeah, we know. You know in your gut as well. You know, you can just tell. But yeah, I wouldn't mind reading these things just to see what they're saying. Anything, boys? You got it?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, no.
The back of it, like I said, doesn't read like science fiction. It's telling you that this was an actual event that has been researched. That puzzled me because this was taking something that I believed was science fiction and was graying that line.
Tenet Super makes you into Superman. Hence why it's called Tenet Super. Kestrel Super. Like, you know, you just get, if you drink Tenet Super, you get a purpley blue kind of costume, you know, like superhero suit. If you drink the Kestrel Super, you get a black and gold one, you know, like Adam, what's his
What are
name?
you on about?
I'm just talking about Tenet Super. I'm joking because he said about if someone has an extra bottle of Powers Gold Red Bull sort of thing. And I'm just going on about super beers. You know, like Tenet Super, Crystal Super.
No.
Yes, Carlsberg Special Brew. I was about to say Super there, but it's not special. Aye, know what I mean, Gaji. Hold on, what's this here? Deletes. Oh no, I thought it was scripture.
Now, I was looking at something that wasn't definitely science fiction, and to me wasn't definitely real. It was something that was gray in the middle, and it puzzled me. So fascinated by this, I took the book, I bought it, I read it, I started reading it on the plane. I read it in my free time while I was on vacation up in Alaska. And by the time I got back, I completed the short paperback book. And all.
Hold on, colonoscopy. Sorry, guys and girls, no offense, but this stopping and starting is doing my head in. Lol. Have a great evening. I might have another go. Dude, I don't stop and start half as much as some people. And the thing is, I have to stop and start to transform it. If I just play it through, then I'm just watching someone else's stuff. If I don't comment on it, come on, dude. You know what I mean? If I'm just playing it, then and not commenting, then I'm not. I'm just playing it. I'm just having a watch party, aren't I? Come on, you know. Don't be. You might as well just sit here and watch it. Then is that what you want me to do? Stopping and starting. I mean, I don't stop and start half as much as some people. Sometimes I play it for 5 minutes. You know? Wow. Sorry, bro. If you don't like it, then what am I meant to do? If you guys are pissed off me stopping and starting, then let me know if I'm doing it too often.
All that did was lead to many more questions. What was this about? What was this phenomenon about? Could it be real?
No.
I had to know more. I had to find out what I had just read and whether it was real or was this something that just some crazy people were thinking about. First thing I had to find out is what was a UFO? An unidentified.
Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Mr. Super Sidewinder. But yeah, that's what we do. I do try and keep
Barry.
it to, sorry, I'm Barry. Nice one, dude. Nice one. I do try and keep it to a minimum. You know what I mean? But if I've got something to say, I'm going to stop it and say it. And if someone new comes in, it's like someone comes in and says hello, like in the chat, I'm going to stop it to say hello rather than shouting through the video to say hello to them, you know?
Flying object or UFO is defined as a perceived object in the sky not identifiable by standard criteria. However, the term is widely used in popular.
Sandro, stop it.
Call them UAPs now.
UAPs.
I know.
What does that stand for?
Yes. Unidentified something, I don't know. But that's what they call them now, as UAP.
You were thinking of old age pension. I went to be for OAP.
Probably.
Culture to refer.
He does have one of my favorite channels, though.
to claim.
Who's that? Who?
UAP, yeah, I like him.
Oh, is it a channel? Is it a channel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He talks about all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
But, yeah.
Nice.
Unidentified aerial phenomena.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it is.
It's like UFO rearranged.
All right.
Phenomenon, not phenomena. Isn't it?
Something like a phenomena. No, there's phenomenon. Yeah, they're both words. They're both words. If you're talking about phenomena, is usually
Phenomenon.
phenomenon singular. I think.
Phenomenon is a plural.
Something like that. Phenomena.
How does that work?
Yeah, I know it's weird, isn't it? Because the phenomena you would think would be no longer the phenomena.
But wait a minute. How can you say the first N and then silence the last one? That doesn't make any sense.
I know. It's weird, isn't it?
It's like English
That's
stuff.
English for you.
English for you, yep. Fucking
Right.
Tomato.
Potato, spud pudding.
Potato. It could be a tomato.
Potato.
Observations of extraterrestrial craft. So what I realize is that the term UFO, the definition of it has been changed over the years. Its real definition is unidentified flying object. But when you hear people say, I believe in UFOs, to me, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard to come out of somebody's mouth. Of course you believe in UFOs. People see things in the sky they can't
identify all the time. So it doesn't have to be something that looks like a blooming spaceship or a flying saucer. It's something that's in the air that you can't identify. Unidentified flying blobjet.
Like an escaped blimp or something.
Like an escaped blimp. If you can't identify it, then it's unidentifiable, isn't it, baby? Unidentified, sorry, not identifiable. Unidentified.
Unidentified? What if you identify
out what it is
as
all
UFO?
the time.
Then is it identified?
Then it's identified.
Then it's an I one. Identified.
Identified object. It's an IO. And it's all you could say it's an IFO, but it's identified. Hey, Lynn Murphy, good to see you. Good to
now
see
it's
you.
an identified flying object.
Good to see some new faces. I don't know if you've been before, but I don't think so. Good to see you. You're welcome. Say hello, guys. Yep. Hey.
Sorry. What? Right, sorry. Hello.
Say hello to the new person.
Hello, Lynn Murphy.
Hello, guys. Hello, new
Sorry,
person.
I was muted because I was going in the chat.
Titan,
Hi, Titan.
You're a mutant, really?
Yeah, Vicky's a mutant. Hey, Titan, good to see you, bro. I don't know why you haven't got a spanner already, because surely you've been here before.
Just don't call me
I thought
Shirley.
you would have had a spanner, an old wrench, but there you're spannered up now, Titan. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Lynn said first time in UK.
Oh, first time in UK.
Miserable weather as well.
I know, first time. No, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. You know, always welcome. We're in the UK as well. I'm Scottish, but I live in Coventry. And Vicky's my partner, and she lives down in England as well.
How dare you?
There we go.
No questions asked about that. But what they're really trying to tell you is they believe that they're alien spacecraft. Actually, two different things. But it was something that I was going to have to deal with. Most UFOs are later identified as conventional objects or natural phenomenon. Conventional or secret experimental aircraft, drones, rockets or missile launches, weather or toy balloons, clouds, reflections, ball lightning, or astronomical anomalies.
I was just thinking, it kind of bugged me a bit when he's saying about stopping and starting. It's a 2-hour video. Do you think I'm not going to stop and start through a 2-hour video? Unless it's a watch party. Even a watch party I stop and start now and again. But of course I'm going to stop and start, or else, like I say, 2-hour video, I'm just watching someone else's video and taking it for my own. That's not transformative, is it? I wouldn't blame him if I did that, just to bloody try and strike me for that. I mean, not that it should be done, striking all that, unless good reason. But yeah, I mean, come on. Of course you're going to comment.
Who said all
Some
that?
of them are not identified.
Sorry. Right.
Who said all that?
That was it. A guy left because well, there's so a guy left because he couldn't be bothered with the stopping and starting. I'm like,
Well, fuck him.
I know. Do you want me?
I was just about to
I was
say,
gonna say, the
quit your
door's
damn
right there,
bitching.
dude.
Oh, Sav, I love you, Dave.
It's
You
like
are the best.
it's like go quit your bitching and roll, man. Go find the video and watch it yourself without the interruption.
Well, what I was gonna suggest is for PJ to stop acknowledging that. Just don't even bother saying nothing. It doesn't need to be said.
It bugs me.
You know what I mean? Like,
He said, no offense.
I know it bugs you.
I'm like, what am I going to do? Sit and watch a 2-hour video and not transform it at all? You know, that's just us watching a video.
Well, yeah, you'd get it would get full.
I do watch parties, but do you know what I mean? This is meant to be trying to transform it a bit, just putting your input into it a little bit, or discovering what it's got to say because I haven't watched it before, and just maybe commenting what they've got to say.
Or just, if you feel like that, you don't have to tell everyone your opinion, just leave.
Dude, that picture right there with the blue background,
yeah,
that white one,
yeah,
I've got pictures of those, man. Those form up in the in valleys, like out west. They're called lenticular clouds, man.
They really do
really freaky. They look like that, man. They look like a UFO.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of pictures of them. They're pretty awesome.
They're smooth, isn't they? They're smooth.
But anybody could tell. I mean, the discerning mind would know that these are clearly Anunnaki Jew lizards from Nibiru. I mean, everything you need is right there.
Right there.
They're definitely reptile.
Absolutely. Same applies, guys. Just shout out.
Either because of lack of evidence or because no conventional explanation can be found, despite extensive evidence. There's some of the pictures of the things that are reported. If you followed any of this stuff on the internet, that top large picture there you're looking at, that's actually the plume from a rocket launch. People went crazy when that was reported over the Southwest from a launch coming out of Vandenberg. They didn't know about the launch. All they did was people reporting that on their phones and looking at that crazy looking plume. The thing is, I'd seen this many times.
It's crazy looking. I mean, I could fairly think, like, someone sees that, they're going to think, "Oh, now look at that," you know, get a little gear to it. But yeah, like I said before, if we're seeing, yes, there is unidentified flying objects in the sky, so yes, there is such thing as unidentified objects. But I think if we're seeing aliens, then we're seeing demons. Or we're mental, or we're being,
or maybe we're not seeing any of it. We're just imagining it.
Or we're just imagining it. You know, we can. Demons are certainly real, so they can be influencing you, or you could be seeing these things. You could be ill, or people are just lying. But people are certainly experiencing these things. Not everybody's lying about it. You know, not everybody.
People can't take into account that just because you don't see something does not mean that it's not there. And what I'm getting at is frequency. We're in a frequency-based reality. We're honed in at a certain specific frequency range. And it's altogether possible that there's an entire whole world around you interacting within the same space you are.
And you can't see it over here.
Yeah.
You can tune into a certain radio station on your at 94.7, for instance, and it's classic rock. Okay. And then you go to 94.9. You're still in the 94 bandwidth, but now it's classical music. What? And they're not interfering with one another either.
No.
And every so often, though, as you're driving along, another station will bleed through temporarily. It'll bleed through into your station. You're listening to Bon Jovi, and all of a sudden, an Opus and D minor kicks in for a second, and then it's back, you know?
Aye, absolutely.
I'm not saying that is the case. I'm just saying that that's within the realm of possibility and something that you need to explore.
Careful, Dave. You confuse people. They don't know what radio is.
No, but like, look at dogs. Dogs and animals hearing so much better than ours. They hear things that we can't hear. So, it is. We don't know.
Absolutely. And like you say, these frequencies, if you you put some powder on a speaker and whatever, they make patterns. They make certain patterns as well, and it's always the same pattern for the same frequency, for the same sound or whatever. I don't know much about that, but you know, it happens. It happens. Oh, look, he's out and back anyway. Hey, baby. In and out.
I roboted out. Sorry.
Did you? All right. Let's go.
Living at the Kennedy Space Center and working around launches for 40 years. It's not an uncommon sight to see. It's only uncommon if you've never seen it before. And this is the first time it showed up where you can see this. You don't know what to make of it. But it's all because of the angle that the rocket was leaving, and you're seeing the tail end of it, and it causes that effect, especially at nighttime.
What
Some
Jeff
people
Gassett
consider
said.
the latter cases as possible.
That effect? What effect is that?
Look at what Jeff Gassett said. You can't see gas or radio waves.
No, you
That's a
can't.
fact.
You can't.
No, you don't know, do you?
That's right. That's
So
right.
you can't physically see them, but you could build some kind of a thing that would detect them.
Yeah,
like you could
I mean,
put filaments.
Yeah, but how would we know to make something to tune into a frequency we have no idea about?
I mean, sometimes you see gas.
Mm.
I mean, they do put like certain color in the gas to see, but that's them doing it intentionally. Or do you not sometimes see it in the way, like if you get the burst of a pipe, it distorts the air, like it kind of shows
Well,
kind of
that's
some
why.
kind of impression.
That's why
Sometimes,
gas in central heating here has a smell. It
of
stinks
course, of
because
course,
otherwise you wouldn't know it was leaking.
yeah, of course. Who cares?
Yeah, they put an additive in there so that way you don't suffocate
Smell it, yeah.
Aye,
before you notice.
Observations of extraterrestrial spacecraft. It's amazing the stuff that people put up there and want to claim is something from outer space. It's always fuzzy pictures. Or if it's not fuzzy pictures, it's something later to find out.
That's always been a big point. They have always been fuzzy, distorted pictures, but there is some out there that are good. But usually the good ones seem to be manipulated in some kind of way. Not always, not always. I dare say there's real ones out there, but usually the ones we get to see are pretty crap, aren't they?
Out that somebody's created as a hoax to try to get attention. There's a lot of that in this field that I found over the years. UFO polls have been taken over the years. 50% of
Are you laughing?
UFO poll? UFO.
Are you laughing at that? In true fact, you cannot see a fact.
Got to love the data.
Medical attention. or you need to wipe your
Yeah, something like it. I'm blowing bubbles. Stop.
Oh, it's funny.
They say it, don't they? I can smell a lie like a fart in a lift.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm. That's how I describe Craig. He's like a fart in an elevator.
Lucas.
Fart in an elevator.
Fart in an elevator.
Some people are into that kind of love, aren't they?
Blowing it up so your nose goes down.
Scat love. Ugh. Disgusting.
I like
Americans think there
sharing.
is some form of life on other planets. They actually believe it's got to be there. Half the population of America believes that.
Ought to be there.
With no evidence. We have no evidence that anything else is out there.
Well,
38% said there is intelligent life on.
go further than that. There's no evidence that there's anything
That's funny.
out there at all because there's
Did they
no
poll children?
any place for them to be out there. You know? Kevin Barber, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Oh, am I pressing that? Pressing the wrong thing.
Derek said Dave's singing was lovely.
I actually thought it was Ryan. So
it was both of them.
It was maybe a duet. But...
Lemonade. That's cool.
Hi,
refreshing.
Kevin.
Hi, well, I love Hey Shank. So well, I just sing woman.
Yeah, us old men are actually, some of us old men actually have talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hidden talent. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good.
No offense to you, Dave.
Right?
I sing on a different frequency, and it's not a good one.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I've seen this how they call Dave the old man all the time, but I don't know why they do that. I guess because he looks more old. I guess maybe.
Do you know why I get really annoyed when people say that in chat?
What's that?
It's not the
Call
years,
Dave
it's
the
the
old
mileage.
man.
Ah,
I'm
Yes,
like,
mileage.
who are you talking about? Like, don't come in here and talk about Dave like that. Get started.
no, they've been old.
It's all right. I don't mind it. It's not the
I was
years,
gonna say,
baby.
come on.
It's the mileage, man.
Yes,
I was gonna say, a seasoned, a real true man can take that kind of crap. I can take it when people pick on me. I mean, I don't necessarily like to be picked on or made fun of, but I laugh about it just like everybody else does. I just don't let it bother me. That's all I can
I
do.
don't
Yeah.
I think get like Dave on, right? You both got thick skin anyway. You know what I mean? So I think it doesn't bother. Like people could say I look older and what. It's not going to bother me anymore. Not like it once did when I was vain. You know what I mean? I think we've all gone through a period in our life where we've been vain. You know, but yeah.
Well, I
Well,
laugh because I'm like,
older,
dude, what do you
wiser.
think you're gonna escape it?
No,
That's why I laugh. I'm
Yeah,
like,
really.
you think
You're
you're gonna
next, buddy.
escape it? Really? Hang in there, babe. Huh.
That's
Fat
it.
lady, the fat lady is not sung yet. Hang
That's
in
right.
there.
And entropy can never be beaten.
Nope.
Never.
They're planets. Again, we have no evidence to prove that. 25% believe we have been visited by ETs. That's the part we're going to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
That was a recent HuffPost from YouGov.poll. There's
Spud, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. I don't believe you're old, Lynn Murphy. Not at all.
another chart showing some of the percentages. 3 and 4 believe ET life exists. 3 and 5 believes life exists. ET life visits Earth. 2 out of 5. 1 in 10 has seen a UFO, and 1 in 50 Americans.
See,
1 in 50.
I haven't. I've never seen anything in the sky that I can say that I couldn't identify. I mean, maybe some like shooting stars or something like that, you know. But no, I've never seen anything. Have you seen anything, Dave, like that? Right?
Yeah, I've seen.
You've seen
what you might call UFOs, but I wouldn't say that. I can't say that somebody was flying it. It seemed intelligent, though. It kind of looked at me with a spotlight, but it could have just been a helicopter, I guess. I mean, I won't argue that, but I've seen quite a few of them, and I've seen things flash below the horizon, like lights, like a shooting star, but below the horizon. I know that's not possible if they're coming from space, right? So I don't know what these things are or what makes them light up, or I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of a prank or something. Maybe somebody just figured out a way to prank people by shooting these things up. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is that I have seen them, so I know what people are talking about. But I've never seen anything like fly over the top of my house with a full shape and see all. Nah, never seen nothing like that. All I've ever seen is just lights at a distance. Yeah.
Like a close encounter of the third kind sort of thing. I've never had no experience like that whatsoever.
If I saw that, I would be screaming it from the hills. If I really saw something like that, I'd be talking about it. I wouldn't shut up about it. That's just the person I am. I'd go crazy. Because I mean, that'd be convincing, right? I mean, if you saw a full-fledged ship fly over the top of your house and stop and not make any noise or something like that, yeah, I'd be convinced. I may only talk about it for a short period before people think I'm crazy and then I shut up about it. But at first, that would be my initial thing. Like I would want to tell everybody, bro. I'd be wanting like, oh my God, I can't believe I saw this. Like.
Of course, right.
But
have you seen
anything,
anything unidentified, Dave?
Yes.
You have. See, I've never experienced it. Never seen anything like star or something, but nothing that.
I took a couple of friends. I took a friend of mine and my son and wife and everybody. We went out to Death Valley. This was back in 2015.
Oh boy!
And we were coming right through Death Valley. It's dark, beautiful. You can see every star in the sky. In fact, it gets to the point after you look, you see more stars than you do black. It's really amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, we were sitting there.
There's like nobody living there.
Well, there's no light pollution. It's another couple 100 miles to Vegas from there. I mean, you got quite a ways to go. So Well, about 100 miles or so. So you don't even get that light pollution. First time I saw the Milky Way, I was like, wow, when that cloud moves, I'll be able to see all the stars. And then I realized that that wasn't a cloud. That was the Milky Way. Anyway, we were sitting on a dry lake bed. And we're all looking at the stars, smoking a J. All of a sudden, this star just goes whoop like that and moves. Just whipped over to another spot.
Wow.
And we're like, did you guys see that? Did you? And everybody's like, yeah, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, it does another impossible move and goes straight up, man. And we watched this thing for about an hour and a half before we got tired of it. You know, I mean, it was like, okay, well, I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's something. It's definitely something. Yeah, see, no, never experienced anything like that. But there's been too many sightings to say that people in even abductions. There's been too many of that to say people ain't experiencing it somehow. Whatever it is, they're experiencing it.
That whole abduction thing, if you look back, the first big story on that was in the 60s.
Right.
And it concerned Barney and Betty Hill.
Okay.
And they were on their way back from, I believe, Niagara Falls to New Hampshire, where they lived.
Hmm.
And it ended up that under hypnosis, it was revealed that they had been abducted, medical experiments done on them, the whole thing. There's a story about it called The Interrupted Journey. And this came out. Then after that, then we had the stories from Whitley Strieber, and we had Travis Walton, who supposedly was gone for a few days, and they found him naked later and all this.
Yeah, that was made into a true story, went out of a movie. Was that the one that was made into a movie?
Yeah. Fire in the Sky.
Fire in the Sky. That's
yeah.
That was pretty scary. That was pretty scary.
Now, the reason this has been such an interesting topic for me ever since I was a kid is because there was a similar experience that happened in my home. Now, this was I would say probably about 1970, 1971, somewhere in there.
Dude.
And as it was relayed to me later, my mother and father were lying in bed, headboard against the wall, of course. And they both woke up at the same time with this image of one of these, like what looks like a gray, looking over the headboard down at him. In other words, he was like inverted to them, looking over them.
Scary
stuff. Both woke up at the same time. My dad said, "My God, did you see him too?"
Wow.
And my mom said, well, yeah, and I mean, they're looking at the wall to make sure, what the hell did we really just see that? And he says, don't say anything. He said, just draw what you saw.
Wow.
And both of them had very similar pictures that looked like Aleister Crowley's lamb or one of these grays, right? Well, ironically enough, that same night, I had a dream that was so vivid that I still recall every detail of it to this day, almost as if it was something that actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
There was a presence showed up in my room, and I sat up on the edge of the bed. And somehow, without words, I was told that if I just stood up and then lifted my legs at my knees, I would float. And they convinced me of this. And as long as I held my hands like this across my chest, and I did it, and I was floating. Wow. I couldn't see who these people or whatever were, but I was led out of the room. I was taken up the stairs. I was guided up the stairs, which, as I recalled, was more stairs than what we actually had in the house. I think there were 14 stairs, and this thing was like 25 stairs.
Some metaphysical stuff going on, man.
Really crazy. So anyway, they took me through the house and to the bathroom where I was kneeled down in the tub.
What?
And then they told me this isn't going to hurt, but they didn't speak like with words, and I couldn't see this. Now, this is just a dream that happened that same night. And they cut across my forehead this way and then up over the top and removed the front part of my skull. Wow. And I could feel them messing around, but it didn't hurt or anything. And then the next thing I knew, I woke up and I was in my bed.
Wow, man.
Now that was well over 50 years ago, and I still recall that so with vivid detail. I can still see it in my head as I'm telling it to you.
Aye. That's what I'm saying. And usually when they're that vivid, a dreams ain't like that. You wake up like, and even if a dream has an impression, it's like, oh, that was good, and try to remember it. Then it just kind of dissipates and goes. You know, I mean, you remember bits of it, but when something's that vivid, it's got to be something, or there's something to it without a doubt. You know, like someone just said astral projection. Quite possibly, that could have been induced through whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it was really a strange experience, and
really,
you know, it was really amazing.
Like
That was night. Oh, and then there was more though, because that next morning, right after they woke up, my parents woke up that same night as the dream. My dad worked in the factory at General Motors, Pontiac, Michigan. Worked the first shift, which is early, so you got to get up around 4:30. You know, eat your breakfast and everything, then head off to the shop. So he got up, he sat down. My mom poured him a cup of coffee, put some fresh fried eggs and some bacon on his plate. She poured herself a cup. She said, "I'll be right back. I have to go pee." She just went for a minute, came back. My dad picked up his coffee, took a drink. It was ice cold.
Wow.
He went to take a bite of the eggs. It was ice cold. Like it'd been sitting there a long time. He looked up the clock. It was 1 hour later than it was when he sat down, with no recollection as to where that freaking hour went to.
And that's a common trope when it comes to these things as well, is missing time.
Yep.
Missing time. Yeah. No idea how you got that from one moment to the next.
Now, was that aliens? Was it demons? I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, come on, man. Good weed will do that to you, right?
Good weed will do that to you.
Come on, man. The Cali weed is pretty good, man.
I don't think I was smoking weed in 69 or 70.
I was just kidding, but you know what I mean. No, I wasn't either. I wasn't born yet, but I'm assuming you were just a little toddler.
I was 5. I was about 5, 6, maybe.
Yeah, okay. So you got 10 years on me, something like that, yeah.
I'm trying to pinpoint what year exactly that was. But yeah, it was somewhere between 1969 and 1972. I'd say probably closer to 70, 71, somewhere in there.
Wow, man.
Because I had these reoccurring nightmares where I would have all the time where it would be, and I can still recall these too. It was really weird. It would be like I'd hear this voice, but it was a whisper, and it would go, David.
Ooh, that's freaky.
Like that, and I would be scared, but I couldn't resist it, and I would follow it, you know. And it always led me to the basement. Even at my aunt's house, it led me to the basement, and there was always somebody down there with these like crazy fucking spirally eyes.
Wow.
And I'd panic and try to get away, and I couldn't get away. The stairs would turn into a ramp or turn into marshmallow, and I couldn't walk. And
panic, yeah. Wow, man.
You should draw that, dude. I want to see what that looks like, what you're envisioning, like what your dream looks like.
It was crazy, man, because it was like, yeah, even at my aunt's house, I had it, and it was her basement that, you know, so it was like, it wasn't always the same place.
Right.
Like wherever I was at.
That's trippy, bro.
Well, good to see you, Matthew Eastman and Daniel Watkins. Nice one for coming, guys.
Jeff Dad was 13 in 1970, and I was minus 13.
13.
You know, another strange thing too that I've kind of put together over the years too. That was about the same time that my mom and dad were like exploring into like spiritualism,
right?
And Ouija boards and seances and shit like that too. That was around that same time.
That makes sense. Right, I gotta go for a pee. Just press this play, and I'll go for a pee. So when I get back.
My dad had enough smarts.
Odds are if they were.
Sorry. Come in.
My dad had enough smarts to make him curious, but not enough to keep him out of getting too deep into trouble with it. Like, you know, cool. Get into like with the spiritualism and shit. And I think that maybe perhaps somehow they maybe even opened a portal and never closed it. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. I mean, there's definitely stuff like that goes on without a doubt. There's stuff that we're not meant to do, but can be done. Stuff we're not meant to mess about with, but can be messed about with.
And they sell that damn Ouija board as a game in the toy section of stores, man.
Oh, I mean, kids used to play it as a game, didn't they? At one point, it's crazy. It's crazy. Spud's birthday on. Wow, man, I can't believe it's your birthday already, Spud. I remember we did. Didn't we do something? Didn't we did a Spud special on Flatz's, didn't we, for your birthday last year? Sure, we did. Or was it me special? We did a dress up for me. I dressed up as a Jedi. I think Spud had a Batman mask on. Something like that. Right, let me play this. We'll go for a pee, guys. I'm batting on it.
Full, at least one person. The polls show that. The average shows that one of those persons would be an abductee. That's amazing. So next time you're sitting in a movie theater, think about how many people in there fit that poll. You're sitting in church. How many people in that church? 300, 400 in the congregation. That's going to tell you that some of those people have had this experience. This is what the polls are showing. As I started into the UFO research itself, I was introduced to the Mutual UFO Network. 1993, I joined the Mutual UFO Network. I wanted to actually do UFO research. I figured if I'm going to find an answer to what that book was about, whether it was real or not, whether that gray line that I was seeing was actually a nice solid dark line and it was a difference between reality and science fiction, this would be the way to do it. I was introduced to MUFON by some MUFON members in Orlando. They explained to me what MUFON was about. They told me that I could be a member myself. It's a voluntary organization.
MUFON. That is a mad name, isn't it? But I could see that it's got UFO in the middle. Did he say what MUFON's an acronym of? No? Okay. MUFON. It probably says it on his chat there, but someone will know. I'll check it.
And then they worked me up from there to become a field investigator. And next thing I know, I had an opportunity to take over as a state section director for the county that I was living in, which was called Brevard County, which is where the Space Center is located on the east coast of Florida. We didn't have a chapter there at the time that I got involved. So they said, hey, why don't
I think it means Mutual UFO Network, by the looks of it. I think. That's what it means. Right.
don't you take over a chapter there, set it up, and get something going? Train up field investigators under yourself and hold meetings, and you've got a group established. There are chapters all over America. There are chapters around the world. Like I said,
Sandra already said it before I said it. I didn't see that, Sandra. I just checked it myself. Bless, man. 371. Who's 370? Oh, 37. I thought you said 371 then, maybe. I thought you were saying 371. Remember, it was only 4 years ago.
No, I was 37 4 years ago.
Bud's
off to Mecca Brew with his Yorkshire tea.
Oh, I met you in your 20s. You're now 40, yeah.
Aye. You'll be in your 50s in a couple of years.
Okay, thanks.
Just thought,
You started to remind me.
Ryan said he wants a special spanner. And I said, you have to be extra good to get one. And he said, I am good.
Well, because they give you a managerial spanner.
Yeah, I could time out mods. I love it.
Yeah, but you haven't timed out any mods and you're not going to, are you?
I might.
Who? Which one?
Yeah, but knowing that you can is the whole idea. Knowing and everybody else knowing that you could push that button if you wanted to.
I think that's why she keeps reminding people.
I tried to time myself out, but I can't.
It's just like the button that they push, to end all wars or whatever. That button. There's something has to be there to push it, right?
Yeah, but you give that to a hormonal woman.
Whoever you are, good to see you, man. I was just saying hello to
that's
your
worse, and you don't have to push any buttons for that.
I was just saying hello to friend, Sob's friend. I just seen him pop his head around the screen, so I was like, "You're right there."
It
Johnny
does leave little buttons everywhere.
John.
gave Johnny a bong hit. He's out in space now.
Oh, nice. So he's in Pluto. That's only. Hey, listen.
Johnny.
That's the only time there is proper planets when you
It is.
a proper bong. You're in Pluto, man. Pluto or Mars. Hi, babe.
I'll show you how good that works.
Are you able to ban like mods, babe?
I don't know. I can go and check.
No, don't do it. Obviously, I'm just wondering if you
I'm
can.
gonna do it. I'll check though.
Well, you can always undo it.
Ban Sandro, man. Ban Sandro. He's a bad bugger. Get rid of
I'm not banning Sandro. He's
Get
my
rid of this Sandro, man. Get rid of him.
No.
I know who we can ban.
Oh,
I know we can ban.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. We got a local girl. Well, she's from over in Morgantown, West Virginia here.
okay.
And she's going to be the first female astronaut from West Virginia.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, Emily Calandrelli has announced that
Nice.
she will be flying to space on a future flight of Blue Origin's New Shepard launch vehicle.
Brilliant. Can't wait.
Oh.
So full of
Well,
fun.
it works. West Virginia, they're going up there to that big mobile home they got flying around.
Big RV in the sky.
Yeah, it is, man. It's like a Winnebago with a wiring problem.
Well, SV, space vehicle. Yeah, I love you too, Sandro. You know I'm on the mess.
I was gonna ask if he's gonna be 37 again this year, or is this because he said I'll be 37, but he said today's his birthday. What does that mean? I'll be 37. What does that mean? You're still 37 from last year.
Yeah, no, I think yeah, no, he was 36 last year. So I think he is 37. No, I don't remember. He's along the same age as his flat side, I think. A year difference, maybe. To get to orbit. So, how long did it take to get to orbit? Not long, man.
Oh, just 5 minutes. It doesn't take long. Yeah. Use the hyperdrive.
Hi.
Beginning, when I introduced myself, I'm a national director for South Korea. Right now, I'm the only one representing MUFON in South Korea, except for an interpreter that I work with that's up in Seoul. He happens to be an American teacher that's teaching English in the Korean schools, and he serves as an interpreter for MUFON. So between the two of us, if we do get any sighting reports, we will go and follow up on those.
Hung on one. Let's see.
My name is Jan Harzan. I'm the executive director for MUFON. We are a scientific research organization.
MUFON. It just sounds so terrible. MUFON. Wow. It sounds like a slang term.
That sounds like moron.
Yeah, well, I think it sounds like a slang term for
Like a cow, like a stupid cow. You know, like moo.
I think it sounds like a slang term for cunnilingus.
Oh, that's worse.
Anyway.
Organization that basically collects sighting reports from the public and then goes and investigates them. Our mission statement as an organization is the scientific study of UFOs for the benefit of humanity. And we have three primary goals. We investigate UFO reports, we promote research into the UFO subject, and we educate the public on our findings.
Hey, Spud, if that's that political dude that you were on about that you gave me a link for ages ago, I watched one thing. Politics is more of a Vicky thing. I don't know if she's watched any. I dare say she's forgotten about it. But if that's the political dude, is it? Yeah.
I did forget, but I couldn't find his actual thing.
Well, put the link in again, dude. Put the link in again. But yeah, politics is more Vicky's thing. But I'll still have a look. I forgot about it as well. But I did remember having a look at one, if it's the same guy you're on about. But yeah, put the link back in, dude. Put the link in.
Within the UFO field, you have everyone from the true scientists who will only deal with what's physically in front of them to the far out fringes of the whole UFO phenomenon. MUFON is really more
Babe's got a flying object and you're in the living room of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
It's identified as a what? Fly.
I'm gonna get it though.
It's literally a flying object, isn't it?
It chose not to leave by its own accord, so I will make it go.
All right, you got to get rid of it. You should get one of them that what Sov's got. He's got an air gun that pops them.
Yeah, the bug assault. It's called bug assault, and you spell assault.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yes. Oh, it's got salt in it, hasn't it? It's got salt
Yeah. You just use regular table salt. Now that one's just like spring loaded. Nice. They got one now that CO2 cartridges you can put in it. They got one with a laser on it. I mean, this thing is really taking off. They're popular, man. They're fun too.
Yeah,
probably banned here.
You'll get one. What the banned?
Probably everything's banned here, isn't it?
Yeah, but it should be okay. You should be able to get one of them. I'm gonna have to have a look at.
You can't even carry pepper.
It's very short range. You'd have to be standing like within 3 feet to hurt somebody with it. You know.
Listen, I've shot Johnny right in the hand with it here, just from a few feet away, and it don't hurt. You know, I mean, it hurts. It stings a little bit, but that's it.
Yeah, it does hurt a little bit, but yeah, I've never broke the skin with it though.
What's it called again? Egg flats. I mean, so.
Hang on, I'm gonna get you a link for it.
Cool.
Here we go.
Bug-A-salt SALT. Bug assault.
Hang on, here it is.
Nice one, bud.
I've got one right here.
Here's for everybody at home.
Cool. Let's have a look at that. Bug assault. All right. Let's have a look.
Of course, cool. But everybody has a remember.
Put that on my favorites and bookmark it so I can look at it. Done. Nice. Oh, I like that. Your cursor's actually a target.
They got
sights. It's sights.
They got a pistol too.
Nice. So you shoot on it. Like it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a look at that. Definitely. I bet you'll want one, wouldn't you, babe?
Yeah, I hate flies, hate them. Spud, well done. You did the link thingy. I'm impressed.
He did the link thingy.
He don't normally do it, does he? He's like, can you do it? And I'm like, yep.
That's true.
Just left of center, where we try to take a scientific approach by collecting the data first off, and then reviewing the data, investigating the data, and making sure that what we're seeing is actually something that's truly an unknown. MUFON attracts very credible scientific individuals who have a sincere interest in this phenomenon.
My name is John Ventry. I'm the Pennsylvania State Director.
We have 3,000 members worldwide. Many scientists, physicists, PhDs, metallurgists, biologists, all the way down to just the average citizen who really wants to get involved. Some of those have chosen to become field investigators, and they go through our field investigative training courses. They become part of the team in their state or country where they reside, and they actually get engaged in going out and meeting this phenomena head on.
My name is Jeremy Ray. I'm a field investigator with the Mutual UFO Network. I've been with them for about 7 years. I've been an investigator in Texas, California, and now Colorado.
We receive about 500 to 1,000 reports.
Nice one to the subscriber that got me to 240 subs. Bless you, God. Bless you, man. Or lady, whoever you are. It's getting there. My subs have been going up. I do tend to get I don't know, about 5 a week-ish lately. I mean, I know for some people it ain't much, but for me, love it. Brilliant.
Well, look, it wasn't that long ago. You weren't just getting 100.
I know. I remember I had my 100 sub stream probably about 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago.
Wasn't long ago.
Something like that.
Right, I'm going to catch a fly.
You're going to catch? I'm going to have to look for that thing for a night for you now, aren't I? You have to order one. Even if it has to come from the States, babe. Huh? Oh, she's gone.
Reports per month.
What?
I've got my pink fly.
Oh, you're going to use the whacker. I've got the whacker.
I'm going to whack it.
I know, but I'd rather have that salt gun. That'd be brilliant, man.
Well, so would I. So you can buy me one. Thanks.
I will do.
Right, I'm going to hunt my fly.
Around the world. Field investigators will take the case, generally review it, try to come up with a hypothesis, checking star charts, checking different things, and we'll go put an investigation in place to determine what exactly happened. In probably 75 to 80% of the cases, what ends up being the end result is an IFO. An IFO is an identified flying object. So natural phenomenon like the planet Venus, there's man-made phenomena like balloons, airplanes, things of that nature. But when you really crawl through it, we do have those very, very significant cases that are extraordinary. We've recently formed a science review board, and that board is made up of scientists from around the United States and around the world to review some of our more significant cases and try to render an opinion on them. What we'd like to do is be more outbound, more outspoken in terms of the really true UFO cases. So MUFON is moving forward with this approach.
You hear what Sandra says? He just evicts the flies. Whenever a fly comes in my room, I just point to the window and tell him to go out. Works every time. He just evicts the poor guy.
No, I whack the thing.
Oh yeah, Lynn. I give you a spanner. Because you seem cool. I give everybody that's not a troll. I give them a spanner. Just everybody's the same. And then you're armed. If there is a troll, just don't be scared to use it if there's a troll. I mean. Only on trolls, obviously.
That's if you don't beat me to it.
Yes, obviously. Vicky's very quick.
If you beat me to it, which is the chance ain't very.
No, that's true. Hey, Roger, how you doing, man? Good to see you. What do you mean? Oh, PJ. Like, you've never seen me before? Never met me before? Or you're just surprised to see me? I did send you the link. Oh, you're at work. All right, dude. I did send you the link anyway, dude. So, if you want to come in at any point, you know you can.
Approach, and we'll be publishing papers in these different areas to allow the general public and even the scientific community to be able to be challenged by what we're finding.
That's true. Vicky does troll you sometimes, Sandra.
I troll everybody. What are you on about?
Gematria used to troll me, but
where is Gematria?
No, I was thinking that myself. Gematria, where are you? I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know if I don't know how much I put in stock. I put into that gematria. Some of that shit is just like I have to look at it and go, man, that's a real reach, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not into the numbers thing. I do believe numbers and situations mean something, and I'm not saying gematria wombat does, but I don't think anybody should live their life by numbers, you know? Not that I'm saying gematria does that. Because I think Gematria thought I was saying that one day when I wasn't saying that. It was just enough to cough remark. I mean, no.
That's the strength of MUFON as an organization, is being really the truth seekers of the UFO field.
Spud, I troll B, still waiting for a pollen video. Hi, babe. Should maybe put a little documentary together to do with. Get yourself a B video, babe. Call it B movie or something like that. Some original, like B movie. Or an original. You're not listening, are you, babe? No, she's not.
So that's a little introduction about what MUFON is about. And this is their promotional video that you can see on YouTube at any time. We share it whenever we have our tables set up. To be able to introduce and bring people into the understanding of what MUFON is about and encourage participation and people to join. The mission statement.
But I think she's away from keyboard at the minute. I think she's chasing a fly. Or hunting a fly, as she puts it.
Goals of MUFON are: investigate UFO sightings, collect the data in the MUFON database for use by researchers worldwide. Promote research on UFOs to discover the true nature of the phenomenon, with an eye towards scientific breakthroughs and improving life on our planet. Educate the public.
Scientific breakthroughs in life on our planet. I don't know if in the heliocentric world, them the statements shouldn't go together anyway. You know what I mean? Educate the public on UFO phenomenon, and its potential impact on society.
I've heard that they're actually a cover-up organization. They
Just
take the
move
report. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, dude. It wouldn't surprise me. It
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me at all. There's lots of it out there, isn't there? I mean, look, come on. Just look at the flat earth. How can we be equated to what we do, what we say, and what we claim? How can we be equated to the flat earth society? Why do they keep going on about the flat earth society, the anti-flat earthers with us, just to bloody try and tarnish our names because they know that the flat earth society is a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Absolute garbage. Garbage. They might as well be called Globers. Well, they said that, didn't they? They've got lots of new believers all over the globe. What a statement! What a statement to come from a flat earther. You're deep in the rabbit hole, you Spud. I'll have to check it. Are you back, babe? No.
What?
No, I'm joking. Oh, you're back.
I got it. The fly's gone.
I was just going to say, Spud was telling you that he needs to see a video of you collecting pollen.
I know.
And he wants to see your favourite flower video.
I've just sent you a picture of flowers.
Okay. Oh, you've sent pictures. You sent Spud flowers.
No, I sent you a picture of my flowers on my table.
Oh, I see. Let me see then. What on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
I see. Nice. Well arranged, baby. Well arranged.
The fly won't be bothering anyone anymore.
Yeah, they're nice. But did you get them when you're shopping today?
Yeah.
Lovely. Nice, baby.
You were meant to show Spud.
Oh, right. Okay, I see. Right. Okay. You want me to get it up on? Right. Okay. 2 seconds. I was just looking at it through my phone. Where's my bloody what? There it is. What's that? And here we go. So seriously. There you go, Spud.
Look at that.
That's Vicky. Vicky got her flowers saying. She likes getting flowers now and again, don't you, babe?
I love fresh flowers, and I do. And I think in a home, they just, I don't know, they do brighten up a room. But R.I.P. to the fly, it has gone.
And you just took that photo about 2 minutes ago, didn't you? Because I can see the time on your clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like it. Okay.
UFO phenomenon and its potential impact on society. What is the scientific method and how does MUFON adhere to it? Field investigators, like myself, apply the scientific method of investigation in the following manner. We establish a hypothesis.
Lynn Murphy says those flowers 8. I think, which means is those flowers are ace. I think, baby. I think. Dave.
Asda.
What do you mean Asda?
That's where I got them from, Asda.
Nobody asked.
I'm just saying. I've got roses in my garden.
Oh, I know that. I'm just saying Lynn Murphy says those flowers
are lovely.
Are lovely. Yeah. I thought she would mean to say ace, but I love it. I knew it was right 8.
Then set out to prove or disprove the hypothesis. Our hypothesis is this event can be explained rationally, and we set out to prove it. Sometimes we need to consult with experts in order to find the necessary proof.
Who are the experts? Who are you consulting with? That's the thing. I know.
In the end, we succeed in proving this hypothesis 95% of the time. About 2 to 3% of these cases are truly unexplained, and that is not a trivial conclusion, since 2 to 3% of thousands of cases a year worldwide is a significant number of unexplained.
What was the purple one, babe? I don't even know what flowers they were.
I don't know.
She loves flowers, but she hasn't got a bloody clue. She's a bee and likes pollen. You know what I mean? Makes honey and all that, but she doesn't even know her flowers.
No,
Wow.
I have no idea.
What's a dizzy bee?
Star thistle honey is the best.
I like honey in general. Love honey.
Events. The scientific conclusion from this data is that there are unexplained events in our world that are genuinely worthy of further scientific investigation. It is a mark of an educated mind to be able to establish a thought without accepting.
And says there were lilies. Ah, right. No lilies.
And that is attributed to Aristotle. There's a copy of the Field Investigator's Manual for MUFON. That's what you will go through to get your training
Aristotle.
Oh, wow.
to become a field investigator.
Does that not look like some Star Trek, like the captain's log maybe, and the little symbol, and there's a little. It kind of looks a little suspicious there, like a pyramid with a little circle-y kind of eye thing as well. A little suspicious, isn't it? What do you think? Right?
I think he's full of shit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
This guy's definitely. He's full of up to his eyebrows.
Pickled lilies from Piccadilly.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I think.
I mean, listen, that's a nice story, and you can think like Star Trek, and there's all these creatures and people and shit living out in all these planets and everything else like that, and they're highly advanced and all this, but why is it that all they ever do is look for solitary hillbillies on a country road and put things in their butt? I mean, come on.
Absolutely. I get it.
What are we going to Earth for? Well, we're going to go probe some hillbilly's butthole. What? That's your scientific mission? Awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So people have experienced these things. It's demonic, man. It's demonic or loopy or the line.
Investigator, you'll take a test at the end of studying the book. You have to score a certain score to be able to qualify. If you're becoming a field investigator after that, you'll go out and work with a mentor that's been through the investigation process, and then they'll move you up to investigator status to where you can be called.
I was going to say in a bit you can put the link for tomorrow's live as well for the afternoon. It's Nick Jones again. I changed it from what we were going to be doing because it came up. And he's done another one just earlier on today, so I'm going to have a lot catching up to. Nick Jones on did the prophecy of Trump really come true, sort of thing. So we'll do that tomorrow afternoon.
Right.
GMT. So you can put a link in for that because it's already up. And then he's done another one today that's to do with Trump as well. And I'll probably do that one straight at the day after. But I'll sort that out when it comes to the time. No.
There's so much of Trump I can take, to be fair.
I know, but I think it's just to get him out. It's just because I like Nick and I like Nick Jones, and I want to see what side he comes from. See if he actually believes this thing in the first place. Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether he will or not. And if he does believe it, what does he believe about the prophecy anyway? You know what I mean? Which I don't think even if he does believe this about the attempted assassination, I don't think he'll believe the prophecy.
Hold on to go out and follow up on some.
Sorry, Sal, you were about to say something.
No, I was going to say that assassination thing, that's just fake as shit, man. It's just theater for the masses. I mean, you don't just take a guy, one of the people that's been hit, and just start fucking manhandling their body out of the active crime scene, immediately.
Completely agree, man. Completely
agree.
Completely agree. People are just completely blinded to it in there. And like the sniper had a clear shot after it happened, allegedly happened, and didn't take it. What what on earth's going on with it? It's just ridiculous. And like you say, he'll get in. He'll be president, won't he? And he straight out of Hollywood. He goes straight back up. You know what I mean? He covered his ear and he's giving it all there. You know what I mean?
Gets that, and there's that iconic photo.
Yeah.
That was like Iwo Jima. That was like the raising of the flag on Sarabuchi on Iwo Jima. You know, just
that's the first thing I thought. As soon as I seen it, it just reminded me of that. I think that's what's on my thumbnail. It's blended in with my afternoon coffee thing. Yeah, that's the one. It just reminds you of that straight away. It's meant to be so iconic, isn't it? And that's the thing, iconic. People have got to worship that. People have got to worship that crap.
They're believing that shit. You know, somebody just now shot at you, and you're just ready to stand up and put you here because you're so fucking brave and everything.
Of course.
Right?
Absolutely.
And I'm looking at that one guy that is at every Trump rally. That Vincent Fusco, right? With the hat, and looks like he needs it. It looks like a getup.
Of course.
And that guy's just sitting there watching it. You almost expect him like he's going to reach in and eat some popcorn while he's watching it. Just, you know, all this shit going on. There's this other lady. She just goes, "Oh, look, the president's being shot or something." I'm going to film that.
Film it. Yeah, the president being shot. I love the guy, but this is entertaining, man. Get some content on this. Yeah, of course, man. So real. Wow.
Yeah.
People are so blind.
Listen, I've been saying this for a long time, man. Trump was part of his own defeat or cheat or whatever the fuck you want to call it to put Biden in there, right? Because he so cleverly prophesized
of course
what exactly would happen if Joe Biden got in the White House. And the only one that didn't put up much of a fuss is the guy who got cheated in the first place. Thought that was kind of strange.
And they try to make all these idiots like Kenneth Copeland and all that prophecies like when Biden got in, it was like, well, he's not the real president. Actually, Trump's really still the president. He'll be back. You'll see. Now he'll get presidency, and then they'll say, "See, we were right, man. We were right all along." And self-fulfilled prophecy means nothing at all.
Do you know what I don't get though? You know, like, because I do like politics, but
you do.
I don't get how these people can love this person so much and worship them when all they do is get in power and then they lie and they cheat and they screw your country up. But all these idiots going, love Donald Trump, love. Do you know what I mean? Like, get a grip, people.
There you go. I own Sandra said, I watched Jima and Trump photos exactly the same. 5 people, 5 flags and 2 fists in the air. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Put photos up. Yeah. I'll put photos up. You know the photos, don't you? Soft. You know.
Or the ramparts we watched as the flag was still there.
Yeah.
Right? Come on, imagery and emotion. This is what they sell.
Right,
imagery and emotion. I'm waiting for him to come out with a song now. There'll be a song about this. You got to have somebody really, really country. You got to have like Toby Keith or something like they did with the 9/11 when he was singing about the Statue of Liberty. You're going to put a boot up your ass, you know, and all this other shit. You got to have a song. We've got everything else. We've got 3 names. We got 3 names of a loner who didn't have any friends and got picked on, blah, blah, blah. Same old story. 3 names. Lee Harvey Oswald, blah, blah, blah. John Wilkes Booth, blah, blah, blah.
Yep, absolutely. Well, that's that one. That's that photo.
That's it right there. And the flag's conveniently upside down, showing the country in distress as Trump rises up moments after being shot.
Absolutely.
He got a little nick on his ear. Come on.
What's a hero?
Little ketchup packet.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
what's that monument called? Hold on.
No idea, but
what's the monument called there, Sovereign?
Which one? The Iwo Jima?
Yeah, Ewo, IW.
Bye, Spud. Take care.
Later, Spud. Nice one for coming, dude.
But no, like, he did it. Now he goes down in history for surviving assassination attempt.
Right, I've got it, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah. Let's do that. StreamYard. And get rid of that one.
Back when I used to believe the propaganda, I'm quite a history buff when it comes to the First World War, Second World War, that kind of thing. I know like all the ins and outs of the shit that what we've been provided, and now I've added it to the real history. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. That's it. I mean, look how similar they are. Like you said, look at the flag and everything. It's wow. The whole
That's actually quite shocking.
It's sitting there. It's so similar, isn't it?
Those Japanese were so dug into caves there that they would just blast it with artillery from the battleships and shit from the shore.
Doesn't read like
they would still coming out of there, man. Still could like ants, like trying to attack ants with firecrackers. You know, you can't do it.
Wow, how far in was I? I wasn't that far. Yeah, no, it's so scary how similar they are. So similar. It's so obviously all part of the script, isn't it?
Go down in history.
That's the one.
Middle of your report. This information's gleaned from that.
Oh, I know what it was.
A little before, I think.
The state director, and they will follow up with you within 24 to 72 hours to let you know that they got the report and they'd like to talk to you and see if you'd like to work in giving them information face to face on the investigation.
Okay, that's what we're looking at.
The sighting reports that come in every year, this is what I get on a monthly basis as a director. It's a report showing the countries and the sighting reports that have come in. You see the U.S. leads most everybody by a large amount, hundreds. And this is on a monthly basis. A lot of reports. Then it breaks it down to state, how many per state. Remember, monthly basis. And then you'll see shape of objects, and it breaks it down to the different described shapes. This all comes from that submittal of your report. This information's gleaned from that. Another category, distance from the witness. You'll be putting that information in. If you're looking for a chapter local to where you live, they have a page that you can go to, look up by state, by country, and you can actually get a hold of people that are local to you. It's set up. It was a Facebook page.
That's just advertising the crap. So I need them. I want them to get in. So not just advertising the crap.
It was already being used.
Did you not see what it said?
They wanted to use.
What, baby? What?
It said someone saw a dumbbell-shaped aircraft.
A dumbbell-shaped aircraft. Well, you know, you never know. I mean, I do believe they're out there making aircraft as well and testing them and stuff like that. But I don't know how well a dumbbell-shaped one would have worked like. But you never know. You never know. Eh? It's maybe a bouncy one, maybe like a pogo stick.
Weird.
Use the MUFON name. I got him, helped him get in contact with Jan Harzan. Jan approved it with oversight from MUFON members. What we wanted to do was make it available where people could come to and talk to MUFON members real time, anywhere in the world, because Facebook's up and running all the time. When we first had the idea and established MUFON Global, we had about 7,000 members in the group already. When they went to the name MUFON Global. Just in the past 3 months, it's jumped up to over 20,000. So it's getting some attention. One of the things that required as a state section director when I was there in Brevard County, and also as a director, they want you to hold monthly meetings. and you don't charge for them. It's open to the public. They want you to be able to reach the public, share with them what we're doing as a MUFON group and organization, and give them the opportunity to participate and become members of MUFON themselves.
Monthly meetings, like AA then. But that's weekly, isn't it? Nah, I know. I messed.
This is one of the posts that I had in the newspaper, the local newspaper, the Florida Today, where I would advertise, our monthly meetings. I used to use the public library. This is the Space Coast, the area where I was living. That's Brevard County, you see there, that I was state section director for. There's the public library that we used to hold our monthly meetings in. And when I first had the
Sergio, I can see that for tomorrow's show, you've already put in the link in the live chat. You'll probably hop on for that one. If you're listening now, no problem, dude. You're welcome anytime, man.
First meeting, put a sign up, said UFO meeting, free to public. Be careful when you do that. You get all sorts of people in there. I had all sorts of displays. I actually had hair at one time.
Wow.
I used to bring in as much stuff as I could share for the public,
Aliens
And
took
then after a
advantage.
while, you get regulars coming.
They was cold. They needed it.
Yeah, well, they've got no hair themselves, have they?
That's right. They're using it for wearing it around. Oh, look at me! I'm an Earthling.
Mocking us and that.
Yeah.
them things are sure are ugly.
Them dumb humans.
Look at me! I'm a dumb hairy ape alien man. I got a mustache.
I like it.
That want to, come to your group. And they start sharing stuff that they've collected over the years. So it was pretty neat because every month something different would show up to put on the tables, to be able to share with other people. It's a great social activity. If anything else, you want to become involved with a group of people, interesting group of people to talk to, to work with, people that believe in this phenomenon. Similar type of things we used to do with the group.
It's a bloody AA meeting. That isn't AA meeting.
It's been 10 days and 7 hours since our last saw a UFO.
My name's Barry and I ain't drinking like 5 minutes, mate.
I started listening.
Did you ever go to AA?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I went to, remember Swanswell, the alcohol.
Of course, but it's not. They used to hold an AA. They used to hold an AA in there one night a week.
No, for me, because for me, like the alcohol support things were just like reduce.
Yeah, they were rubbish.
And I'm like, I'm an alcoholic. I can't reduce because no amount of drink is ever enough for it when you're an alcoholic and in the state I was in. So no, I just went to the doctor's rattling and got put on medication.
Yeah, that's what works for you.
What works for one person doesn't work for another. Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes it's cold turkey's the best. Sometimes coming down maybe on something. I've been both routes. I've been both routes. Medication. I've done cold turkey. Obviously,
with alcohol, you can't do cold turkey though.
No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Very dangerous.
It's hard.
Man, let me tell you something, man. I remember one time I was coming down, and man, I was hearing imaginary violin music and shit, all kinds of crazy shit, man.
Wow. Yeah, they say you get the DTs, don't they? So you start hearing stuff, and that's why there's a joke of the pink elephant, man. The pink elephant, you see pink elephants and stuff. That's where it comes from, DTs.
For me, the worst bit about it was the vomit, like not even being able to keep water down, like it's just awful. But yeah, if anyone has a drink problem, please just don't stop. Get help.
I mean, it does depend on what you're drinking, I suppose. In some cases, if you're not that long into it and you've just come out of, like, saying a few month bender and you can feel it withdrawals. It might not be too dangerous then, but if you've been drinking for years and it's all in your system, all of your little body, your liver, and all that, your cirrhosis, all that kind of stuff, then of course it's got to be very dangerous just to stop.
I thought alcohol would kill me, and I did, and that's the truth.
Well, it did. Well, heroin did kill me once, once that I know of. But I come back. But yeah, it's been 5.5 years now, I think, since I last touched anything like that. 6 years, maybe. Is it? 2019. 2019.
5 years in
5.5 years. No, it's actually 6 years. Oh, hold on.
5.
Well, it's only just 5. Wow, I thought it was a bit longer. I'm counting from rehab when I came out of rehab. But obviously I had a little slip once I came out of rehab, obviously. So it's 5 years. 5 years.
Just past 13 years, man.
That's brilliant.
That's amazing, Sav.
That's great, man. No, do you ever get tempted?
No.
No, it's great.
Let me tell you, that's really crazy. It's really crazy. It's just even the thought of it is repulsive. It's revolting to me. It causes like actual physical nausea to start to set in at the even just like if I even see somebody take a shot of liquor, I go like that as though I took it myself, you know. And it's I don't know. It was like a gift I was left with was this like revulsion to it. Yeah,
definitely. So you're totally adverse to it now. That's good. That's brilliant because it kind of reminds me of the Clockwork Orange, though, the movie. You know, like when he gets obviously it's Big Brother that's doing that to him, hypnotizing him to a point where if he hears what do you call it, classical music, it makes him convulse and ill, and he doesn't think about murdering and raping. Well, he does, but it makes him ill. Kind of reminds me of that. But that's good. That's good that if you think about it, or if
you see it,
your mind, you feel physically sick.
I'm reminded. It's like immediately reminded of all the negative side effects of it.
Absolutely.
You know, from that shudder from when you take that first shot. That shudder all the way down to like, you know, the way you feel the next day, that nasty fucking taste in your mouth and your head's like vibrating and sunlight hurts and shit like that. You know, like, yeah, fuck all that.
No, you don't need. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. I think
done, Lynn.
You've got that. I think
Lynn, 20 years.
Oh, 20 years. Excellent, then.
Too much HMP.
Fantastic. Sorry?
She said too much HMP.
Oh, you did too much jail. It happens when it happens.
Her Majesty's pleasure or His Majesty's pleasure.
Well, it's his now, isn't it? It's his now.
I find that weird idea that you send people to jail and it's called His Majesty's pleasure. That's like.
Well, you used to get a sentence called His Majesty's pleasure, which was you got lifed off, which meant you didn't get the normal life where you got, say, 30 years and you do 15 to 20. HMP was actually Her Majesty's pleasure, which meant you didn't get out at all. You didn't have a getting out date. It was up to, well, fundamentally it was meant to be up to the Queen, but it's not. It's the Home Office that do it. But basically, you haven't got a getting out date. You haven't got an EDR, earliest date of release.
Ham, mushroom, and peas.
Sorry?
Sandra said ham, mushroom, and peas.
HMP. Yeah, I've been in gay. Actually, you would know it. I'm not saying you've been there, Sandra, but I've been in Winson Green. I was in Winson Green in 1997. Yeah, man.
Jeff said
Stafford.
I don't even know what that. The only way I would know anything about like British prison is from Prisoner Cell Block H. I remember that show when I was a kid. Me and my friend used to watch that all the time. We thought it was funny. That big old dyke woman would give me a fag or I'll bust your face, you know.
But so that's Australian.
What's porridge?
No, porridge is British, but so I've no Prisoner Cell Block H is an Australian drama.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
it was on BBC. See, we would get BBC shows on CBC, Canadian broadcast, because it was an affiliate, and of course we lived just outside of Detroit, and Canada's just across the river, so we picked up BBC all the time. We could watch that shit. And we liked it because they would always show Benny Hill.
Oh, I loved it. I loved
We
it.
weren't supposed to watch Benny Hill, but we did anyways, you know.
I loved it. I used to watch Prisoner Cell Block 8 from my granny. That was brilliant. But back in the early 2000s, or late 90s, early 2000s, they brought out a newer one. So I think I told you about it a few months ago. And it's actually, the name of it is the name of the prison. It's called Wentworth. It's not called Prisoner Cell Block 8. It's this one.
Oh, I've heard of
Wentworth.
that. Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Pretty good.
Oh, just kind of off topic, but sort of on topic. Did you get a chance to check out that movie, the Land Beyond or whatever? That one where they go on the expedition beyond where a bird went?
Beyond the Wall.
Oh, no, I haven't. What was that? An actual movie or a YouTube video?
No, it's a movie from the archives.
No, I need to. Oh, yeah, of course I remember. You give me that. What was it called again? I haven't watched it, dude. Oh, I completely forgot.
The Land Unknown.
But it's in my bookmarks, isn't it? Yeah, I've got it by Virgil W. Vogel.
Yeah, listen, that's crazy because they start out talking about Bird's expedition there, and they're going to continue on past where he went. That's what the base of the story is. And of course, it's kind of funny to watch because there's funny rubber dinosaurs and shit like that, you know, like any kind of B-grade movie. But I thought what's interesting about it is they made a sci-fi movie based on what Admiral Byrd had reported. And then after that, all your sci-fi movies were all going into space or into the Earth or some shit like that. Don't go on beyond Antarctica. That's we're not going that way.
I'm gonna get a watch tonight. Actually, completely forgot it was there. I've got it in my bookmark. Brilliant. I'm glad I got it. Completely forgot about it. It's a black and white film, isn't it? Black and white movie.
Yeah, I think there's a colorized version on the archive.
I'd rather watch it in black and white. When they colorize it, it just doesn't look right. I prefer to watch it in the old school, I think.
I'm in the middle of watching Them. You remember that with the giant ants? It's got James Whitmore as the cop in it.
Wow, man. This brings back memories.
Oh, man, I find these old movies on there. I watch them, and I just sit here and laugh my ass off at them. It's funny.
That's enough for that. No, that's right. Definitely. Benny Hill was a no-no for my age, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Sometimes you saw bare titties on there, you know, and it's like, oh, you ain't supposed to be looking at that. See, what was weird is I was supposed to go to bed at a certain time, but I had a TV in my room and an earpiece that went to it. And I just put a rolled up blanket down at the bottom of the door and watch TV anyways. And I would see shit like we weren't supposed to watch Three's Company because that's kind of suggestive. Like a single guy living with two single women.
Exactly.
You know what that implies, that kind of shit. And another show called Soap.
Soap, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was no way. That was off limits, man. Completely off. That was the first time they had an open homosexual character on a TV show.
There was a big. I remember when there was the show called Brookside that came out in the mid '80s, late '80s, yeah, and carried on till late '90s, I think. It was a Liverpudlian one, remember, babe? Brookside, and they had their first ever on British TV, first ever lesbian kiss was in that.
Yeah.
And there was a big outcry about it. And now, nothing.
Did you watch Soap? Did you ever watch Soap?
I don't know. I've heard it.
Because the guy, remember Bert, the one character Bert, and it ties right into what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
He got abducted by aliens.
Okay.
And he came back and he believed he had this power to make himself invisible. All he had to do is take his hands and go like this. And then he thought nobody could see him and shit. And so people were just playing along with him because they thought he was losing his mind. So he really thought that it worked and shit.
Aye. I know. I mean, I've certainly heard of it.
Well, you remember they had this one character on there that had the little dummy, the little doll, right? Chuck and Bob. And it was funny because that little puppet would say reprehensible shit. And the people were trying to attack the puppet. Not realizing that it's the guy saying this shit because they don't see his lips move. They're actually getting mad at the puppet. And that made me realize at a really young age how this whole fucking thing works.
Exactly.
It was Anna Farrell.
Anna Farrell, that's right. Brand.
What I put about Kevin?
Yeah, I gave him a spanner.
All right, sorted.
Yeah, I just totally forgot. I knew who he was. I just forgot to give him one. I'm sure
I thought he had one because I was looking at the chat and he had
I've given
not
one.
in YouTube.
Give him one. Hello as well, Brandon Sergio Mora. I
don't. And Jeff Concord.
Is that you, Sergio? As in better than gold, Sergio? Or is this someone new? I'm not sure. But if you're someone new, bless you, man. Bless you. Good for them. Nice one for turning up. We're finishing anyway. In fact, actually,
Jeff Concord put a link in that he wanted you to do.
Where? Oh, he did. He wanted to show the song. Right. Okay. Well, how far am I here? I'm 25 minutes in. Well, I'm going to finish this video anyway and carry on with next week. And I'm going to play out with Mr. Super Sidewinder, and I'll put what Jeff wanted me to put on. He said something about a tune always stuck in your head, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
But can you find it? I can't find it.
The link, yeah. Can I just say, Lynn's Irish.
Hey, how you doing, Roger?
I'm good. I'm on break.
No. How you doing, man? You good?
Say hi. Yeah, I'm good.
Say hi to the peoples, then. Say hi to the peoples.
Hello, people. How we doing?
They're all good, man. They've been missing you, dude. There it is.
Yeah, I was gonna comment on it. Like you're talking about alcoholism. My stepfather, he decided one day to go cold turkey, and he died of a prolonged symptoms of his bowels quit working. He went septic, but he went to a stroke right after he went cold turkey. He dehydrated so fast. I don't recommend anybody going cold turkey ever, man. I've seen worse.
No, of course not.
It's horrible.
Yeah. Some people can't do it, but yeah, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea.
Definitely not. And dumbbells won't fly. You can try.
That's what I'm saying. Not unless they're pogo sticks. They might jump a bit, but but yeah, okay. I will put that on now. Jeff said it. Yeah. Let's present it, and then I'll finish off with Mr. Super Sidewinder.
Are you ending now?
Sorry? Yeah. I'm just putting on a tune that Jeff wanted up there. I can hear a police car. Yeah. Oh no, is it your two-way? Have you got a two-way on, Roger?
Oh yeah, I do. Sorry.
That's what it is.
My side.
It sounds like a police scanner.
And I was gonna say that whole thing with Admiral Byrd. The Navy kept on doing expeditions after that. They went further than Byrd did. They just didn't really go too public with it. They did a couple of interviews about a thing called Operation S. They went 1,700 miles beyond the South Pole, and I think they went like 12 to 10,000 miles beyond the North Pole, and they were still finding stuff in their expeditions. So it's there's a lot they don't tell us. Yeah, but they actually documented this stuff.
Of course, man. Of course.
They if you ever get a chance to read a book called Land Beyond the Poles.
Oh, I have a look at that. Land Beyond the Poles. Aye, absolutely.
Land Beyond the Poles.
I need to have a look at this movie.
The first part of it's kind of a story. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear.
Yeah, and the rest of it actually has a lot of documents in it from the expeditions. So
okay.
It's not really a work of fiction. Yeah.
Sounds good. I will do. I'll have a look at that sign, but I want you to see that movie first that Sob told me about, because I remember him sending me now, and I haven't even looked at it. It's in my bookmarks. Totally forgot about it. So got to have a look at it. Got to have a look at that too, right? Yes, let's do this then. Let's do this song that Jeff went on. He says it'll be stuck in your head. The Kiffness, yeah, they do mad songs, man. Let's do it.
Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone. like a yes since he locked me inside. Said he'd be back soon, but I guess he just lied to my face as he walked through the door. I can't take this no more. Only 2 biscuits are left in my plate. A matter of time until I meet my fate. Through the shadows to the light of day, how long must I wait? Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone. Alone, sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone. Alone. Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone. Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone. Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone.
Nice, nice. I like it, Jeff. I like it. I've played a few of those actually. I've played a few of those.
That's crazier than hell, man.
And it's cool, isn't it? It's catchy. It's catchy. Let me get Mr. Super Sidewinders up. I think it's with Carmela or something. Carmela. I can't remember.
You know, Barbara's waiting for Sov to do a song. She said she's been waiting ages.
Ooh,
You heard that?
You need to get out of
He said it
You want me?
yesterday.
Do I have to get out my guitar?
Oh,
She
yeah?
said she's been asking
All
me
right,
to
hang
play
on,
it.
hang
Go
on.
on,
Wait,
go on, get your guitar out. Do it. He's got to get his guitar out. Nice. I'll play
No,
some.
honestly, Barbara yesterday said she's been asking him
Yeah.
to play a certain
Nice.
song. I can't
Ages,
remember what
right?
it was.
Is she in chat? She's not in chat now, is she?
No,
She'll see it. She'll see it.
I'll
She'll
put
see
her
it.
at and in
Yeah,
chat.
get to
I'll
it.
play Mr. Super Sidewinder after this. I want to see
Hi,
sort of
Jono.
doing a better guitar. Hey, Jono. Sorry, dude. We're just finishing up, bro. Just finishing up. But nice one for
Hey,
tuning up, man. Good to see you. What?
I'd rather have Sob singing in my head than that cat. No offense, Jeff. Oh no, but
You didn't like that? Come on.
no, it's not that. I'm that person that will have that in my head for days.
Forever.
Like an echo chamber in there, is it?
Yeah.
Nice. So I was going to play guitar. He's going to play guitar, isn't he? You just said that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you did.
Cool. So
Take it
someone's
out.
going to play guitar. And then I'm going, here he is. Nice guitar, dude. Nice acoustic. And then we've got to play out with Mr. Sidewinder. Excellent.
I was looking for my capo.
I didn't even know, man. I didn't even know
I think I should be in tune. Let me make sure everything's good.
I tell you, all these people have hidden
Put a
talents.
stick string on my back, and I want it.
You'll be surprised.
Who wants to ride that country wheeler? Who wants to make that girl's mistake? Who wants to wear gypsy leather?
Nice.
And get out my day. Who wants to break news But Uncle Joe, you remember Uncle Joe? He was the one afraid to cut the cake. Who wants to tell old Aunt Sarah? Joe's on to fire, baby.
Mute.
Who wants to breathe those bronze beauties like the sun, with their long blonde hair flowing, blind as they run? Will they smile so shine and flirt so well, and they lay you down so fast? Do you look straight up and say, oh Lord, have I really here at last? Who wants to play those eights and aces? Who needs a raise? Who needs a stay? Who wants to take that long shot gamble and hit on my leg? Who wants to go to Fire Lake? Who wants to go to Fire Lake?
Yay.
You need to do that more often on here.
Dude, well done, man. I had no idea. No idea. Fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was ace, man. That was ace. Sorry, what do you call it? Roger, I had to mute you because your two-way started playing.
Oh, damn it. Sorry.
So I muted you. I was like, no, don't put him off. That's why when I shouted mute, I was hoping Sof wasn't thinking, mute him.
No, I
brilliant, man. Well done, man. Well done.
No, that was amazing.
That was
fantastic.
I like that.
Wow.
Just a song before I go, will it make a sound? Traveling twice the speed of sound, it's easy to get burned. Running to the airport, tell me you're so bad. She finally looked at me in love. She was gone.
Yeah, man.
It's just a song before I go to Hurricane Sound. Traveling twice the speed of sound, it's easy to get burned.
Yeah, man. Fantastic.
Nice job, Sof.
Amazing.
Love it. Love it. Nice one for that, Sof. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. I had no idea. No idea.
Really?
I knew you said
Yeah.
you could try a bit, but you
You
sing
need
it
to put Barbara's at in the thing so she sees it.
Yeah.
yes, I will do. I'll give her a community post. I'll give her a community post. I might actually subscribe to her though. Oh, of course I am.
I am.
She's got a few videos. Of course I am. Of course I am. Of course I am. No, I am because I've seen the bag of dicks, the box of dicks.
How would you miss that?
Bag of dicks.
Box of dicks, man. That was brilliant.
No, it was a bag of dicks.
Oh, it was a bag. I thought it was a box.
Oh yeah. That's my wife made those.
Yes,
There you go.
Black Billy in there
She's
as
a
well.
talented woman, Sof.
And
Brilliant, man. Fantastic. She was so chuffed with them. She was so chuffed with them, wasn't she? She
that
loved them.
twinkle in her eye. Beautiful.
She's beautiful. She's beautiful.
She is beautiful.
All right, guys, I gotta go back to work.
Go for it.
Gotcha.
Go play out with this
Later.
super sidewind out,
Right.
and thanks all for them to 2 songs, man. Excellent, fantastic. But as I always do, I always play out Mr. Super Sidewinder, and I can't. I almost feel like I don't want to play out with it because Sob did played out with some brilliant songs, but I always do, and I promise am I doing that.
Oh yeah.
So you know what I mean. But yeah, they were fantastic. So loved them. I was grooving away to it. Fantastic.
So talented.
Definitely. People don't realize. That's what I'm saying. I think it's just people are just stupid flat earthers. You know what I mean?
No.
I bet Mick Toon, Mick Toon maybe plays a little bit of guitar. So what? But doesn't play as good as Soft. That's for sure.
Yeah, but look at like what the truth brings you to. You're brought to amazing people. So it's great.
Well, exactly right.
I think I got a couple songs I did on videos on my channel too.
Nice. Yeah. But I will do.
I'm gonna look now.
I'll let Barbara. I'll give it a community post and just tell her that So did a couple of songs at the end. Go watch. She'll love it. I love it. I think Barbara's brilliant, man. Barbara's fantastic. Excellent lady. Right, Mr. Super Sidewinder, and I think it's I don't know the lady's name. It'll come up. I think it's Carmel or something along them lines. I don't think I've played her before.
How could we know? How could we know? There's no rehearsal for this show. They throw you in and yell, let's go. I've been running ever since. I climbed their walls, I jumped their fence. I'll fight no wars from their trench. What did they say? What did they say? Their gods and their laws are the only way. They do bad things, then they pray. I'll keep moving till they make sense. I'll climb their walls, jump their fence. I'll fight no wars from their trench. What did they do? What did they do? They keep on squeezing till you're not you. They tie you down so you can't move. I'll keep moving till they make sense. I'll climb their walls, jump their fence. I'll fight no wars from their trench. I'll keep moving till they make sense. I'll climb their walls, jump their fence. I'll fight no wars from their trench.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Super Sidewinder, for the suppliage of the music.
So I've put 2 links in for
Okay.
and that I went on and it's Soft singing.
Excellent. So
I
guys,
put them in your WhatsApp.
You put them in WhatsApp. Cool. Because I can use them for the end of one of my shows.
Well, that's if he lets you. He might copyright strike you.
Yeah. I'll take the chance. I'll take the chance.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I could use it for the end of the show. It's nice one. Nice one. Too right. I like ending off with music because I used to end off with music before when I first started doing live streams. But I was ending off with secular music and some Christian music. But I was still getting not a strike, but getting what was it? In certain countries, it couldn't be played, like in Belarus and stuff like that. It was certain countries, the Christian music. But I was getting obviously not strikes, but copyrights that don't affect your channel, but still come up nonetheless. So if it was monetized, then it would have to be gone. You know what I mean? Sort of thing. But so it's good to be able to, even with some of these, with Mr. Super Sidewinders, because they're cover versions, I still get the copyright impression. And just nothing happens to the channel over it. It's mad, isn't it? Come on.
But I think it's good to play people with, like, in our community's music to get it out to more people.
Absolutely. But I'm glad you put it in there because I'll download them. I'll download them tomorrow. There's one in tomorrow's shows. One tomorrow and one the next day. Why not? Anyway, guys.
Watching them after.
Well, I know you will. Thanks, guys, in chat for coming. It's been a pleasure, as always. Love you guys. And thank you for the panel. Bless you guys for turning up. Bless you guys.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Nice.
Oh,
And
there he
we'll
is.
be on quiet. 2 p.m. GMT. Sorry, babe.
I'll put the link in. Sob's link is also in chat, so keep an eye out for when he does live stream.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I should be going on tonight, 9:30. Talk about a whole host of things, man. You know, wherever the conversation may lead. I'll start it off topically and take it from there.
Be there.
It's a Luca free environment. So.
Well, as soon as I seen Derek Nelson and Jeff Garcia, I was thinking, yeah, they don't like Luca being a bad. You know? I'd rather please my regulars than please Luca. You know what I mean?
Right. It's
now and again, but
I'm not going to tell the same guy the same freaking thing every time, on every show. You know, I mean, come on. No. If you haven't got it by now, you're not going to get it. Sorry.
As I said to someone,
he does it intentionally sometimes.
As I said to someone yesterday, if you keep hitting your head on the shelf, move the shelf, not your head.
It's a good analogy, right? It's a good analogy.
But with Luca, there's just no point.
No. Sometimes it's like, it just feels that way. And Ryan has been trying for 4.5 years. You know, I've been 4.5 years. Isn't that right, Ryan? If he's able to.
It is true.
Yeah. Been trying for 4.5 years, so like.
Yeah, no. I've had nearly a year with him, and I'm over it.
That's it. Yeah. So do you want to say it, babe?
He who the sun sets free is free indeed.
Bless you guys. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Ta-da.
Bye.